Hello.
Beccas Brew in Bothell.
Hello, how are you?
A tiny stand in the parking lot of an Arco station. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, and they start showing up.
Oh, hi. We have balloons for Will today.
They come from all directions with gifts and kindness.
His world is different than ours, and his smile makes our world a better place.
There are children with homemade cars.
We were talking about our birthday parties this morning and how everyone should get a birthday party.
And there are cakes, big decadent cakes, and signs.
It's wonderful. Everyone just came together and made this happen.
That's Becca. She's responsible for all of this. It's such a big deal, the cops are even here.
We're honored to be here for Will. It's great.
On the times that I've come by here, Will's been hanging out, and I think he's a pretty cool guy.
All of it is about a guy named Will.
We sit and talk, and it's like I'm literally just in awe of him. He finds the smallest things to be happy about. He finds joy in everything.
So who is Will, and why do so many people want to make him happy? The short answer is he is a guy with challenges who faces them head on and manages to insert himself into the world with his own unique brand of exuberant dignity.
This is so cool.
One day he showed up here at Beccas Brew. Becca liked him, and she offered him a deal.
It's like, how about this? If you come here every day and you talk to me for an hour or two, you can have whatever you want. You can have any drink. And so that's how it started. He started coming every day, and then it was a couple hours, and now it's the whole day, which is awesome.
Becca, you see, understands things. In Will, she recognized a heart that is pure and true.
You just can't help but feel better after you talk to him for a couple minutes,
Hi!
He greets customers.
Hello!
Becca makes him a different flavored drink every day.
What flavor is this in?
I don't know. I want you to try it, and then I'll tell you the flavor.
Okay. It's a good one. Well, my first one went great, and it's fun having here, and had a great day, and had a good time here, and paid me a lot of money.
Becca pays Will a few bucks a day.
Well, I just take out the garbage, take out the trash, just hang out, talk.
Do you remember which garbage to go in?
Small one.
And you flatten them out, okay?
Okay.
Thanks, buddy.
Kids, don't try this on Kool-Aid. Professionals do this here, okay? Yeah, this is a good one. Open the lid. Look at this recycling stuff. Don't ever go in here.
A while back, Becca noticed something that troubled her a lot.
It bothered me so much, how Will was being ignored by people. I would see it through at the gas station, and then that one customer that was extremely disrespectful to him, and I was just he's just a regular person, trying to have a conversation and is extremely nice, and people just ignore him he has some kind of disease or something all over him, I'm just what is wrong,
She wrote something on a neighborhood blog. She mentioned his birthday, and Bothell rose to the occasion in dazzling fashion.
Okay, he's coming. Everyone behind the stand. Behind the stand.
And so on this, his 31st birthday, Will was led blindfolded to his favorite place. He pulled off the blindfold.
Happy birthday, Will!
Will was overwhelmed for a moment, and then...
Thank you, guys!
Happy birthday!
Thank you so much! Thank you so much!
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much, you guys! Oh my God! It's awesome!
Everyone just stood there, watching his happiness pour out.
It's so cool!
Denise watched through tears. One guy who's seen a lot couldn't get enough.
I think this is amazing. This is why I moved here.
Will kept giving the same speech over and over.
Thank you so much! I'm speechless, guys!
Someone gave him some flowers for Becca.
I love you, Becca! We're ready to go!
and then he was gone. Will has a thing for police officers and sirens,
Siren or no siren?
Siren!
so they gave him a ride. While Will was gone, neighbors introduced themselves and lingered around Beccas Brew.
I am so excited for the outpouring of love here in the city of Bothell.
Will came back, still drunk with joy. He blew out candles, hugged everybody,
It's a blasphemy!
and had you been driving by from a distance, perhaps you would have noticed the gathering in the Arco parking lot. But how would you have known that it was a bunch of people remembering how good it feels to take part in another human being's happiness? Someone whose heart is pure and true.
Thank you so much for being here, guys! I love you, Boston!
It is here. The thing we have dreaded is here. The cloud that has danced off in the distance for so long has crept in during the night, under doors and through cracks. It has seeped into the souls of our children like a venom violating a bloodstream. It is a mirror to our darkest desires, dirt cheap, plentiful, corrosive, cold-blooded, murderous. Yet it seduces with an irresistible siren song that promises warmth and comfort and numbness. It is the demon at the door, and it is everywhere. On the streets, yes, but also in the suburbs and in the homes, the workplace, and the schools. It is where you live. It is who you love. You can't look away any longer because it is here. The thing we have dreaded is here. The two of them and their friend Lexi walk down an alley next to the Paramount. It is well lit. They don't care. And they start cooking heroin.
6 up.
It's not worth it.
Cop just rolled past. I was splitting shots where like making one up for me, one up for him. And then this will probably be saved for later because it's not my it's his. So
They insert the needle and shoot the heroin into their systems. Addicts call it getting well.
Wipe your arm.
You're supposed to wipe
Safety
before you
first,
shoot.
guys.
The drug mixes with their blood and seeps into their brains, and the numbness that they live for sweeps over them. There is a shrine now in Kristen's living room, and when the dull ache of loss threatens to swallow her whole, she tends to it like a garden.
So just things to constantly remind me of her.
On a good day, the pictures smiling out at her take her back to before, and for fleeting moments, she can almost forget that heroin took it all away from her.
You just don't want to be here anymore. You know, I've come close to wanting to end it.
Amber was Michael's only child, and he has found only one comfort in her absence, trying to bring awareness, trying to wake people up to the menace that took his child away.
I will tell her story until I die or see her if it helps or saves anyone else.
Nothing changes now in Amber's room. The old drawings on the wall, the t-shirt that says "Love is Blonde," the basket of clothes that will never be laundered. Nothing changes. And yet for two people and their families and everyone who ever knew or cared about one bright, beautiful young woman with her whole life ahead of her, everything has changed. The best parking spot in the building has his name on it, but beyond that, things remain much the same. John Reed shows up to work at 6:30, gets his walker out, makes his way to the break room. He sits and drinks a glass of water. Things remain the same, yes, but when it's quiet, his mind wanders, and he remembers that everything has changed. The walls of this place, the Davenport Hotel in Spokane, carry reminders of a different time, an exquisite, elegant time. At 6:55, he places his top hat on its perch and pulls on his red coat with its golden epaulets. And then the tie is put into place, and it is time to work. By 7 a.m. sharp, he is there at his post.
This place, what has it meant to your life?
It's been my whole life.
The movies that play in John Reed's mind are
I've got
beautiful.
a lot of respect for this building.
The ghosts that float the halls are dressed to the nines, waltzing in three-quarter time for all eternity in opulent ballrooms with music and laughter and grace all about.
Men would be dressed in tuxedos, women in evening gowns. You'd have to experience that type of an event to really realize something from it, which I did. Absolutely beautiful. Good morning, sir.
John Reed is the doorman.
Good
at
morning,
the
sir.
Davenport.
Welcome to the Davenport.
He reminds us of things we've
Good
let
morning,
slip
sir.
away.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. How was your stay, sir?
Excellent.
Good. Good morning, ladies. Good morning.
It's a humble profession.
Yes, yes, it is.
You consider yourself a humble man.
I bring a lot of smiles to a lot of people, and that's what I'm looking for.
Everywhere here, Louis Davenport is watching. He was the founder. This hotel was his vision. John Reed met him his first day at work here. He was 13 years old. It was June 1st, 1942. Louis taught him how to set a table. This man, the doorman, has been working here at the Davenport Hotel in good times and bad for 75
John
years.
is amazing. He is the heart and soul of this hotel.
He is the backbone of this whole hotel.
You think so?
Everyone loves him, yeah.
He reminds us every day of all that great history.
He's 87 years old. He works 4 days a week.
Standing there?
There's always somebody usually walking around, you know. Have a good day, ladies.
Thank you so much.
John's wife died long ago. He lives alone, but his real home
Good morning.
is here.
Morning, how are you?
By staying here, doing what I'm doing, I'm happy with that. That's what keeps me going. How was your stay, sir?
It was great.
Good.
He's seen them all come and go over the years, the Kennedys, Steve McQueen, Johnny Cash, Bing Crosby, Elvis. And there were dark times at the Davenport. It was bought and looted and then sold. For 17 years, it shut down completely. John Reed stayed on, though, maintaining the place, standing sentry, waiting.
How come you didn't leave?
I couldn't. My heart was here in this building.
Walt and Karen Worthy brought it back to its old glory in 2002. In doing so, they revived John Reed as
John
well.
has a job here. As long as he wants to come down and help us, then he's absolutely going to be welcome at the hotel.
They had a party for his 75th anniversary, and when they told him he would dine in the lobby, surrounded by the Davenport in all of its glory, he politely declined. "Thank you," he said, "but I eat down in the break room."
People say, "Are you ever going to retire?" I said, "No. As long as they'll have me, I'll be here."
Thanks, John.
Have a good day, sir.
Thank you, too.
And so the doorman has become a legend, but beyond that, things remain much the same. The ghosts dance about John Reed, dressed to the nines, waltzing for all eternity with music and laughter and grace all about. And why wouldn't they? He's the only one left who recognizes them.